Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to level up our pepper containers. About a month ago I started out growing our peppers for the season. We were running a little behind. So these have been underneath 24/7 grow lights. You will see here that I've actually already started transplanting peppers. These guys here are a little slower, but they now need to level up their container. So we're not ready for the garden yet. So we're going to bring these things up and move them into these fine used containers that I have and get them hardening off in our shade house. When that one's hardened off, they'll be big enough to get planted and we'll have some pepper seeds. But one of the techniques that I do is when they're ready, I start popping them out. And by popping them out and getting them out of the way, it unshades peppers because I've got these ones here could use a little bit of the light getting out of the way. Getting these big leaves out of the way, we'll let some more light down in and get these peppers taken care of. To get started, we're really gonna first let's get the cell tray here out of the nursery tray. Now we've got something to work with. We'll set it here in our trusty wheelbarrow. Now you're probably gonna see this video come out about mid-June, so these pepper plants will probably be double or triple the size by the time this video comes out, but it'll give you some idea of why next year I won't be starting seeds this way. Next year I'll be starting in this size of pot. It uses more light, but I need the time to not be going to having to do this up potting because I'll never go into a garden pot or raised bed with the peppers this size. So let's go ahead and get started here. You could just use your standard potting soil. It's basically all I'm going to be using here. I like to get about maybe it's a little full. I usually like to go about halfway to get started for these plugs. So we'll do a couple containers here and get them ready. Okay, that's a little better for that one. We're going to try to move a little quicker in this video today. I just need to get this project done. Yeah, for our area, I'm running a little bit late. We have such a long growing season now, it just kind of shifts everything. With my technique of starting seeds and the real bright grow lights, I can actually have seeds ready to go. Peppers are the hardest, but seeds ready to go typically in less than a month. My tomato seeds and eggplant seeds have already been outside here sitting in the shade house now for a couple of weeks. And we'll do an update video on that. So we got ourselves a few pots here, all filled, ready to go. And I always like to start at the end here without being near the tags. And what I'm going to do is I'm first on the cells, I like to kind of squeeze on all four sides to loosen them up. And then as I'm lifting and getting the plant out, I'll squeeze on the cells and push up on the bottom of it. And then as soon as I can, I'll grab the dirt. And you'll see we got one nice pepper plant here. I'm not sure which variety this is. I'll have to look up the tags. I do a tag color coding here, as you see. We're just going to set it down in the pot here. You can see here, and I'll do some zoom ins for you. It's sitting just below the surface of the pot here where the cotyledon leaves came out. And all we're basically really going to do is just get dirt filled around this, some of this potting soil. And I'm doing it over the wheelbarrow. That way I can just kind of be messy. You know, there's going to be a lot of soil from me doing this, just kind of falling on the bag. It just, like I said, I need to get this done today. I'd love to chit chat with you, but maybe doing this a little bit faster paced will allow me to help you out and make my video editing easier and hopefully give you some better info here. I wanted just a little bit more on top of that one. Here we go again. I'm on the second one of this row. Like I said, I'm going to squeeze on it and press it up from the bottom. I haven't done the watering on these yet this morning. So you can see they're a little bit on the dry side. It makes it a little bit easier to get these up out and into their new homes here. Rinse and repeat here. Take big wad of soil, drop in pot. And what I'm doing is the plug I have centered in the pot here. And all I'm doing here is I'm just tapping the dirt down around it to maybe get it in the pot straight. Ha 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 ha. And you can see my mistake here. I'm bending it back up. And I haven't gotten dirt down this one side right here yet. So what we're doing now is getting some dirt pressed down onto that one side. And now we can finish topping this off now because see now it's nice and secure into the pot. Out of seedling startings, this is probably the part that I really don't care for is having to up pot because I start so many seeds that I don't want to use a lot of the electricity bill to get them started. So for the number of seeds, I do it in these smaller containers, but I hate doing the up potting. So we're going to try compromising this next year. We'll see what happens with that one. Ha ha ha. Yeah, our next pepper plant here. Let's get this popped out. These ones are a little smaller right here. Now, this one actually had both pepper seeds come up. So I'm going to take a guess. Which one do I like? Which one's looking good? I think that one has a thicker stem, looks better. So I'm just going to take the scissors on one of these, put it right at the soil surface, cut it off. Hey, do you know the sun does come out? I got this one done We go ahead and a little more top off here. So after some camera adjustments here, let's continue on. Go ahead and get to our next pepper plant. Just squeeze the container, push up. If all goes well, you get to pull that plant out and not destroy it. Really good root development. I'll hold it so maybe I can get a zoom on for you here. Get that held in place. Well, we're going to cut more towards the end here. We probably won't get my last planting, but that's okay. For you non-technical people, the sun is brightening your day, but overheating my phone. So I really want to thank you guys for joining us. We're ready to water. If I do my job, YouTube's going to recommend you another video. But as you can see, we've got our watering. I'm going to put it on mist. I'm going to put down this real quick here. And we're going to set it down on our wagon. And you're going to see the classic video ending with me watering. Thank you guys for watching. I wonder where the camera's going to cut us off this time. And I'm going to do these other up pottings without you. Sorry to say. But thanks for watching.